A move of God is on the way. I came this evening to send a smile of encouragement and sunshine your way. So many of you have been wondering just what is next in your life. You feel stuck and unsure of what's coming or what to expect. But God sent me here to tell you a move of God is on its way. Hold on, because your change is coming. I'm Shemetris Vital, and this is another segment of Vital Statistics. If you'll bear with me, I'll share with you a conversation that I had on this evening. I tried my best to type it up so that I could share it with you. In the background, you hear Norman Hutchins with a message called "A Mighty Move of God is on its way." I felt that that was a very word for you to give you just a little bit of encouragement on this evening. I had the opportunity to speak to someone very, very dear in my life. And as we were talking, a revelation came over me. As God was using me to share a bit of wisdom, I said, I have to write that down because it was truly a revelation at that time. And as it came out of my mouth, I saw a pictation of what I was speaking in real time. Thus, because of this conversation, I had to stop and share the piece of wisdom, nugget, whatever you want to call it. I just had to share it with you. As we were talking, this person said to me, I need closure. I certainly understand what that means, and I couldn't argue with them. And she said, I can't move on because I need closure. Most of us feel that we need closure to get through most of our decisions in life because we can't move on if we don't have closure. I too had a recent experience and felt that I needed some closure and felt that if there was no closure, then I could not possibly move on with my life after this event because I was stuck trying to figure out what to do next. Well, as we were talking, I saw a person standing in a doorway saying those exact words, I need closure. And another figure that represented God saying, how do you expect to get closure if you're standing in the middle of the door? You have to decide if you will go through the door or back up and stay. Either way, you have to make a decision. You're going to have to move for that door to close. That's the only way you're going to get the closure you're seeking. You have got to come to some kind of conclusion with the presented problem, dilemma, question, whatever it is. The funny thing is, God said that neither one of the decisions are right or wrong because He gives you the power to make decisions. And either way, He will walk with you through your decision. He even said that if it's not the right one for the time, He is willing to carry you to the right one so that you can learn on the way. Either way, you have to make a decision to move through the door to close it or step back to close it. Just make a decision and walk out your decision. And by you walking out your decision, you will find closure because you have made a decision. Now, isn't that something? We sit and sometimes complain about what has not happened and what God has not done. But that's because we have not put forth the effort to make our minds up and make a decision. He says, my thoughts shall be your thoughts. So if you are thinking with a Christ-like mindset, how can you go wrong? You just have to make a decision and the rest will follow. So I say to whomever is led to listen to this, choose which side of the door you will stand on and don't look back wondering if you should have done the opposite. Believe that whichever step you took was the right one and that God will see you through it. He said He'd also carry you if He had to. Just close the door. So take a step forward or take a step back. Neither is right, neither is wrong. Some of you might have to take that step back because it's just not time to walk out. And others of you may have to take the step forward because it's high time that you walk out and go forward. Either way, ladies and gents, you have the power to choose, and God's with you whichever way you choose to go. Be encouraged to get some closure by stepping back so the door can close, or stepping forward. It's up to you. I'm Shemetris Vital, and this has been a segment of Vital Statistics. Remember, the difference is in the change you choose to make. So, to step back and close the door, or step forward and close the door behind you. Either way, your decision is good, and you have the power to choose. I'll talk to you soon. Until then, take care.